Hey, what's going on everybody? Batboy Productions here, and welcome back to another video where today we are doing a story time. This is my first ever story time, so bear with me here. This story time took place like a week and a half ago, so it's like relatively recent, so I'm still looking back and kind of laughing at it. Okay, so I have a story time for you guys. Now this isn't a funny haha make fun of these types of videos, this is a real story time. Now, this story time takes place at a park near one of my friends' house, who we're going to give the name of Tiffany. So, Tiffany, her boyfriend, that's going to be named Kyle, and Tiffany's cousin, who we're going to name Emily, are all at the park getting ready to play some volleyball. We get about 5-6 serves in, and then we hear a voice saying, hey, I know how to play volleyball. Now, at this point, I have my back turned to where the voice is coming from, but it sounds like a kid's voice. So I turn around and I see this kid on a Razor scooter, who is around the age of 12 to 13, who we're going to call Chuck for this story. He says, again, I know how to play. And at this point, I thought nothing of it. But after like 3 minutes, he starts to have more of like that 10, 14-year-old humor where it's not so much funny haha as it is just so random to where it's kind of funny. He starts saying, I'm gonna tickle you to my friend Tiffany. She at this point is laughing and being uncomfortable because, well, how do you respond to that when you're also like 4 years older? Like, tough things. But like, it was also out of nowhere. It was just so weird. But me and Emily are just kind of sitting there laughing to ourselves because we knew what Chuck was up to immediately after that. So then Chuck starts trying to be all macho and tough. Now, not to offend Chuck or anything like that, but he wasn't really scary or tough looking. And I think he was trying to just be funny, but it was a little bit past funny to the, okay, dude, chill point, you know? And at around this point, Kyle starts to get annoyed. He managed to keep his cool, but you could just see his face go from, okay, we have one extra player, to, okay, this kid's getting annoying. And I'm not bashing Kyle at all. I think it was hilarious, and I don't think Kyle really thought much about it since this point. But we kept playing for a bit. Then Chuck asks Tiffany, do you have a boyfriend? And Tiffany replied yes, and it's at this point when it clicked for Kyle and Tiffany why Chuck really wanted to play with us. But then Chuck asks Tiffany, who's your boyfriend? So Tiffany said that it was Kyle, because it was, and no reason to lie about that. And then, out of nowhere, Chuck goes all macho mode again, and you would have thought that he just got hit in the face and his girl stole him from him, right then and there. But then he tries to fight Kyle, and again, Chuck is not the most scary, tough-looking guy out there. Kyle, on the other hand, was a lot more tough-looking. So Kyle, I'm just saying, could have easily won against Chuck, but Kyle instead was just like, dude, stop, knock it off. Then, for some unknown reason, Chuck turns to me and tries to kick me. And I'm not about to let myself get kicked by Chuck, because I don't roll like that. If I'm gonna get kicked, I'm gonna get kicked by an all-time famous person, alright? That's how it be. So, what I do is I just put my hand where his foot's, like, gonna hit, and I just push his foot, just like a small little push, like if you were trying to swat a fly or something like that, you know? So, it wasn't with any force, just enough to not get kicked. But Chuck then starts to say, Tiffany, you can't have a boyfriend, you can't have a boyfriend, you can't have a boyfriend. So, like any normal human being, Tiffany asks, Chuck, why? And Chuck just keeps saying, you can't have a boyfriend, you can't have a boyfriend, you can't have a boyfriend. So finally, I'm just kind of tired of watching this play out, and I'm getting a little annoyed at this point because we were just supposed to go there, have some fun for a few hours, but Chuck's now being like a little too much. So I say I'm tired and I need a break because that wasn't a lie either. I was tired and I did need a break. And Emily and Tiffany knew what I was doing, so they said, yeah, we're tired too. And Kyle, being a legend, just keeps spiking the ball because he's on the grind. I mean, can't blame him. If I was on the grind for a team, I would totally do that too. I should have mentioned earlier, Kyle's also, like, doing volleyball as a competitive thing through school or something else. I don't really remember. I'm a bad friend, I know. But yeah, so he, being the legend he is, just keeps spiking the ball, and then we're just, figuring out what to do next. Then we take a few pictures, because, that's what you do when you're hanging out with a group of friends, because we're good people. We asked Chuck if anyone came with him, or if he lived nearby, because that's kind of a big thing, because he's also kind of young to be there alone. I'm not saying it's a bad neighborhood, but it's also a really big neighborhood and easy to get lost in, and it is not the best neighborhood. It's not the worst, but it's not the best where I live either. So we wanted to make sure he could get home safe, but we were a little worried. But then he just went over to the basketball courts nearby and started playing with basketball with other people. So we left because there were also adults there who would be better fit for the situation. And we headed back to Tiffany's house, and to this day we didn't see anything about a missing kid, aka fitting Chuck's description, and we figured he got home safe. Anyways, that's been the story. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that little bell. Leave a comment. I will get back to you whenever I see it. I'm failing my own outro because I'm trying to read it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. Share with your friends and family, and hit that little notification bell to be notified whenever I post. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace out. Bye.